absolutely transforms the front of these cars. The best styling modification, the best styling mod, the best styling mod. I think they look insane. What's going on, guys? Now today we're carrying on with the styling mods. We already sorted out the back end with these diffuser fins, so now it's time the front of this car got some love and attention. So I've picked up what I think is one of, if not the best styling modification you can do to a Mark 6 Fiesta. That's right, we've got the TRC front splitter. Now I said it a second ago, but I'll say it again, and I've pretty much confirmed it in my own mind now. These are definitely the best styling mod that you can do to these cars. I think they look insane, and I can't wait to get this thing fitted. I've been after one of these for a while, but I kind of put it off because of like the gloss black and before we had all the grey faded plastics. But now we've painted these up, I thought it was finally time we got one of these on the car. I ordered it when I knew I was going to be painting all the plastics, and I was hoping to get it fitted before I put them back on. I was waiting for this thing to arrive, and it got to the point where I just wanted to drive the car. So I put all the bumpers back on, put all the plastics back in. And then I think probably about half an hour after I took my tools inside, I came out and I just had this big bubble wrap banana on my doorstep. Your man Posty had finally dropped off the splitter. But at least we get to make another video out of it. So let's get to it, let's fit this splitter. I was just gonna take the bumper off to fit it, but then I thought the bumper's just gonna be sitting on the ground, so I can't really get under it that way. So I thought I'd put it up on the ramps and try and hold the splitter in place while I kind of drill up through the bumper to mount it. I thought that made more sense. We'll give it a go and see what happens. Now, before I can mount the splitter, there's this like rubber trim on the bottom of the bumper here, so I need to remove that. It appears to be held on with some metal clips, some plastic clips, and some staples as well. Here you go, that's half of it off. There's like a split in the middle, like already. It's just how it comes, so that's one half done. Right, there we go. That's those off. Right, I'm having a bit of a dilemma. I've got the splitter held up with some axle stands, but I can't quite get it high enough with them, and I can't hold it in the right place and drill up and be able to see, you know, if it is quite sitting right. I really want this thing to sit out as far as it can so it looks, you know, as aggressive as it can, but you can sometimes see like the little holes. It doesn't quite match it with the bumper if you pull it out too far, and I just can't sort of be in two places at once to check it all. So I don't really know what to do now. I'm thinking maybe I might just drop this down off the ramps, take the bumper off and do it off the car. Or maybe I'll come and get someone to hold it for me if I hang on for a couple of days. No, I want it on today. Okay, so the bumper's off. I've got it upside down, hopefully protected from the floor. I did try taking it in the house and putting it on the carpet, but I just didn't have enough room in the hallway. I have kind of scratched the bottom of the piece of plastic that I painted, trying to drag it through the house.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So that's pissed me off. But I'm hoping the splitter will just about cover that bit up. So let's offer it up and just see if we can get a better kind of, yeah, there we go, let's just send that. No, I'm only joking. But, I mean, at least I can just rest it on there now and, you know, decide where stuff's going to sit. So, yeah, I'm going to figure that out and then we'll drill the bumper. Right, okay, I've got the splitter sitting pretty much where I think it needs to go. I don't think I can get it much better than this. I'm going to send a couple of pilot holes through it and then maybe put, I don't know, 3 or 4 bolts in just to hold it in place, turn it over, see how it looks. The back corners, like on neither side, seem to actually meet up with the bumper, but I can't see any way of getting them to fit. I don't know whether... One thing I am wondering, and the reason I'm only going to put a few bolts in to start with, is because I'm wondering if maybe when I put it on the car, the bumper might flex slightly and it'll line up slightly differently, so I don't want to put them all in and then find out I'm going to have fitment issues once the bumper's back on. So I'm going to drill a few pilot holes, maybe put a couple of bolts through for now and just see how it kind of goes on. But I'm going to remove the splitter and then, you know, drill those holes out to the right size and then put a couple of bolts in and see how it's sitting. Okay, right, we've got 3 bolts in it. Seems to be held on pretty well. So I'm just going to flip it over and see how it's looking. I'm actually really happy with that. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I could have got that much better. It sits in a bit, you know, at the sides, but I mean, it tucks right in anyway. You know, it can't come out any further than that, because if you do, the holes just don't line up with the bumper. So I'm going to flip it back over, put the other bolts in, and then we're pretty much ready to fit it back on the car. I'm well happy with that. That looks class. Oh, just for anyone worrying about the fiberglass and the drilling, the holes are pre-drilled in the splitter. You just use them as a guide, so I've not actually touched the fiberglass. So don't worry about that. And there we go, that's the splitter done, and it looks so good. Come on, let's take a look. So there it is. I think it looks amazing, especially with all the black grills and all the plastics that we did. I wasn't actually too happy with them on their own just after I did them. I thought there was definitely something missing, and there certainly was, and it was this splitter, the TRC front splitter. Like I've said probably, I don't know, 5 times already in this video, absolutely transforms the front of these cars. I think it's the best styling mod you can do to them, and it's only going to get better when we wrap this car, which remember we're doing when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you've not already subscribed, make sure you go and hit that subscribe button right now. Also remember to check me out on Instagram. But for this video, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.